Good morning, students. Today we will study F block elements. F block elements means inner transition elements, and inner transition, a study of the inner transition F block elements. In my previous class already I completed D block, general properties of the D block. Today just we are doing F block. D block was transition elements. F block is inner transition elements. In inner transition elements, the elements which have the electrons enters the f orbitals of the atoms are called F block elements. They are also called the inner transition elements. They consist of two series. These two series are called the lanthanides and actinides. Their general electronic configuration is N-2 F1 to 14, N-1 D0 to 1 NS2. Once more I will repeat this one. N-2 F1 to 14, N-1 D0 to 1 NS2. Then we have to separate a study of lanthanides and actinides, because all of you know that in the bottom of that modern periodic tables, lanthanides and actinides are there. Till now there are 14 elements in lanthanides and 14 and other more elements are included in actinides also. The elements in which last electrons enters to the 4f orbitals are called lanthanides or lanthanos. Some of the times it is also known as the lanthanos. There are 14 elements in this series, and these all are starting from cerium, Ce, Z, atomic number is 58, to lutetium, atomic number is 71. They are also called the rare earth elements. Actinides, the element in which last electrons enter one of the 5f orbitals. One of the 5f orbitals are called the actinides or actines, actinous or actinoids, or they also include 14 elements starting from thorium, Th, their atomic number is 90, to the lawrencium, symbol is Lr, atomic number is 103. Now after that, this introduction, we will start the general characteristics of the F block element. Electronic configuration, already we discussed of this electronic configuration, and this electronic configuration, the lanthanides have electronic configuration with 6s2 filled and gradually filling of 4f orbitals, but due to the similar energies of 4f and 5d orbitals, the order of filling of the 4f orbitals are quite irregular. For example, La has electronic configuration. Xe 4f0 5d1 6s2, but there is successive filling of electrons in the 4f subcells onwards in the succession of 14 elements. The electronic configuration of cerium Z equal to 58 is 4f2 5d0 6s2. The electronic configuration of the europium, atomic number is 63, 4f7 5d0 6s2, and that of the gadolinium, That atomic number is 64. Electronic configuration is 4f7, 5d1, 6x2, outermost orbit. Due to the extra stability of the half-filled orbitals, the electronic configuration of Whitehead BM atomic number is 70. Outermost electronic configuration is 4f14, 6x2, and that of lutetium, that is 4f14, 5d1, 6x2. This one is, there are too many exceptions in the electronic configuration. That is why separate we have to know that regarding the electronic configuration of the different exceptions element. No. Now next part, we will just start our next part, and next part is atomic and ionic radii. Atomic and ionic radii, if we will start that atomic and ionic radii in the lanthanide series, there is a regular decrease in the atomic as well as the ionic radii from one element to another with increasing atomic number, but the decrease in atomic and ionic radii is very small. Only, very small means only 10 picometer. 10 picometer to 18 picometer. No. And thus the regular or steady decrease in the atomic and ionic radii with increasing the atomic number is called the lanthanide contraction. Now, what are the causes of lanthanide contraction? Causes of lanthanide, as we move from the period from left to the right, the nuclear charge increases with atomic number, with addition of differentiating electrons in the inner 4f orbitals. However, the 4f electrons shield each other from the nuclear charge poorly due to the diffused shapes of the f orbitals. And this is the causes of the regular contraction in the size of lanthanoids. The sum of the successive contraction give the total lanthanoids contraction in atomic radius from, just if you start from Ce to Lu. Ce to Lu. Now I can ask you, what is Lu? Deuterium. No? And Lu is deuterium. And one more name came, Ce. Regarding the Ce, all of just you know, Ce is the Ce. In starting I told you that Ce, what is the name of the Cu? No. And now oxidation, consequence of the lanthanide contraction. Due to the lanthanide contraction, the element of second and third transition series resemble each other much more than the elements of first and second transition series. Next number. The chemical properties of lanthanoids are quite similar due to very small difference in their atomic radii, so that the very difficult to separate the elements in pure state. Number 3. Due to lanthanoids contraction, there is decrease in size and the covalent characters between lanthanide ion and OH ions increases, and basic strength of the hydroxide decreases from La3 plus to Lu3 plus. Thus, LaOH whole 3 is most basic, but LuOH whole 3 is the least basic. Now, after that, we will go to the second point. And second point is oxidation state. Lanthanides exhibit a common oxidation state +3. In addition, some of the elements also exhibit +2 to +4 oxidation state. There are many examples, you know. No. And according to that examples, we can just prove that it may be +3 is the common oxidation state, but it may be vary from +2 to +4. Now, magnetic behavior. No. Lanthanoids show the paramagnetic character, not diamagnetic. Paramagnetic characters of trivalent ions of the lanthanoids are colored in the solid as well as in the solution. The color of the lanthanoids ion is due to the absorption of visible region of the spectrum, resulting FF transition because they have partially filled orbitals. It is interesting to note that the lanthanoids ion with NF electrons have about the same color as those with 14 minus NF electrons. No. PR3 plus and TM3 plus are green in color. Now we are coming to the alloy formation. Lanthanoids find a special use for the production of alloy steels of plates and pipes. They are known as the mixed metals. A well-known alloy of mixed metals, which consists of the lanthanoids metals about 90. That metals is about 95%. That metals is 95%, iron 5%, and traces is sulfur, carbon, calcium, aluminium, etc. It is used in the magnesium-based alloy to produce bullets, cells, etc. Now, chemical reactivity that we have to understand by a chart. That chart is the first few members of the series is quite reactive, but the property decreases on increasing atomic number. The chemical reaction of the lanthanoids are, we can just give that one of the summary, and that summary is according to one of that. You can see the one of the chart is on your screen. No, in this screen, if you will see, it will be easy to understand that. No, it will be easy to understand by this. In your book also it is given. Stability of the compounds. The fluorides, oxides, hydroxides, carbonates, phosphates, chromates, and oxalates of lanthanoids are larger, insoluble in water, but the sulfates, unlike the sulfates of group 2 elements, are soluble in water. The hydroxides of lanthanides are ionic and basic in character. They are stronger bases than aluminum hydroxide but weaker than calcium hydroxide. Complex formation, complex compound, all of you know. Lanthanoids ion, spite of behavior of high charge, spite the behaviors of high charge, that high charge is +3, and beside of this +3 high charge, in spite of that, you can just see that besides of that, they can also exhibit +4 oxidation state. No. And in this, that due to the large size, therefore they have poor tendency to form complexes. They have complexes mainly which are the agent like EDTA, ethylene diamine, diamine, EDTA, ethylene diamine. That EDTA is in your coordinate compound also. You are writing EDTA, ethylene diamine. And now we are coming after that the part of that's actinides. No, the mainly whenever we just start to study the actinides, in actinides part, the actinides also the F block elements, and it is also known as the inner transition elements. No, actinides is also inner transition elements. They have been placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Their chemistry is very complicated as they show wide range of oxidation state are radioactive in nature. First one from the beginning, just we will start from the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration, actinides have the common 7s2 configuration with variable occupy of the sp and sd. This p and d. The 14 elements are in this. There are 14 elements. These 14 elements are in this series nowadays, but it is gradually increasing. Not this number is not the constant number. No. And now after that we will come to the other of the part. That part is ionic radii and actinide contraction. Ionic, due to the actinoids contraction like lanthanides contraction, the atomic and ionic radii of these metals are decreases regularly across the series. The actinoids contraction is due to the poor shielding effect of 5f electrons. Color. Now, these metals are silvery white, but their cations are generally colored. The cations have the 5f electrons of half-filled electrons are colorless. This arises due to the FF transition. Half-filled is colorless due to the FF transition. Radioactivity. All the actinides elements are radioactive. They have half-lives ranging from few days to few minutes. And chemical behavior, they are highly reactive metals. They react with boiling water, hydrochloric acid, but not attacked by alkalis. Perhaps there will be no reaction with alkalis. Now, one of the part comparison between the actinides and lanthanides. In comparison, we will just see the two of the parts. One of the part is similarity, other part is difference. Similarity and dissimilarity. No, and in this part, that will be the last part of this chapter. Similarity. Both of them show mainly oxidation state +3. Common oxidation +3. Both are electropositive and very reactive. Lanthanides and actinides both are electropositive and very reactive. Both exhibit magnetic and special properties. Paramagnetic, not diamagnetic, paramagnetic. Actinoids exhibit actinides contraction, where lanthanides exhibit lanthanide contraction, shown by the actinides and lanthanides. So these all are the similarity in between the lanthanides and actinides series. No, if similarity is there, then definitely there are differences also, and that differences according to the characteristics of the lanthanoids and actinoids we can just separate them according to their physical properties. And in this, first of all, beside +3 lanthanide side, beside +3 oxidation state, they also show the +2 and +4 oxidation state only in few cases, lanthanides. But actinides, beside of +3 oxidation state, they show the higher oxidation state. That was the +2 and +4. But in actinides higher oxidation state, these higher oxidation states are +2, no, +4, +5, +6, +7, +4, +5, +6, +7. Right? And now, second point. Second point is, most of the lanthanoids ions are colorless. Most of, not all, most of the lanthanides ions are colorless. And opposite of this, if you go completely opposite of the lanthanoids, most of the ions are colored in actinides. One of the side, most of the ions are colorless, lanthanides, and second side, in actinides, most of the ions are colored. Few are colorless, but most of them are colored. Next number 3. Lanthanides have less tendency towards complex formation, complex compound formation. Lanthanoids have this tendency. But actinoids have greater tendency towards complex formation. Completely opposite, less tendency, more tendency, or greater tendency, the complex formation. Next number. Lanthanoids compounds are less basic nature, lanthanoids compounds. But actinoids compounds are opposite, more basic. One is less basic, another one is more basic. Lanthanides is less basic, lanthanide compounds are less basic, whereas actinides compounds are more basic. No. Lanthanides do not form oxocations. Lanthanides do not form oxocations. And actinides form oxocations. Example, UO2 charge is 2+. PuO2 charge is 2+. And if you write UO, then charge is only plus. UO2 charge is 2+. Whereas UO charge is only plus. That means oxocations are formed by the actinoids, and lanthanoids oxocations are not formed. No. Next number, if will come, then they are non-radioactive elements. Who are non-radioactive elements? Lanthanides are non-radioactive elements. But lanthanides are non-radioactive elements, whereas actinides are, most of the actinides are radioactive elements. No. And last one, lanthanides, their magnetic properties can be explained easily. Magnetic properties can explain easily. But in actinides, their magnetic properties cannot be explained easily as they are more complex. Then question, explain, give reason. There will be a question. What magnetic properties cannot be explained easily by in actinoids compound? Yeah, actinoids magnetic properties cannot be explained easily. Give reason. Only one reason. Because actinoids are more complex. That is why their magnetic properties cannot be explained. Opposite of that, less complex. Lanthanoids are less complex. No? And why do you study this one? What are the uses of actinoids? What are the uses of actinoids? Actinoids, I'll just tell you three of the uses. Two uses are enough. First one, uses of thorium. Uses of thorium. It is used in the atomic reactor. Thorium, all of you know, in class 10 also. Thorium is used in the atomic reactors. And it is also used in the treatment of cancer diseases. And their salts are used to making incandescent gas metals. Gas metals, you haven't seen that. Previously, one lighter, it was coming, there was metal was there and burning by kerosene. Uses of uranium. Large, huge uses of uranium. It is used as a nuclear fuel. Its salts are used in the glass, textiles, and ceramic industry. Not only that, it is also used in the medicine. No. Now, last uses of plutonium. 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 And this plutonium is used as a fuel for atomic reactor. Fuel for atomic reactor. As well as the making dangerous bomb, atomic bombs. No. So these all are the parts of the uses of actinoids, and we have seen the some of the uses are very useful to us, and some of the uses are very dangerous for us. That is why science is a boon as well as curse. We know that, no? So these all are the parts. We are just ignoring the two of the parts in till class 10, lanthanoids and actinides. Okay, they are just below the periodic table. There is no use of lanthanides and actinides. At last, it was in the deep F block, and there are too many uses of lanthanoids and actinides in chemistry. No? So, we should not ignore this part of lanthanoids and actinides, and just in D block, if we study, then F block also in our syllabus. Perhaps today, inorganic syllabus is completed. ISC inorganic syllabus is completed today. And this is the month of November. Gradually, we have to complete our syllabus in this month till 30th November. I will try to complete. After that, we will solve the test paper, question answer, many things we have to do. No? Then there are many parts. I'll not give you any headache of that. Just you buy the test paper, etc., etc. Whatever will be possible, I will send you question time to time. You will solve that. But we have to complete our syllabus in the month of November, December, because examination, it may be 1 month, 2 months, the date will be increased by the council. In spite of that, according to our syllabus breakup, we have to go through that. Thank you to all of you. No? Okay. Bye bye, students. Bye.